What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. So, Rolly Romero's former trainer Bullet, no longer with him. He had a lot of choice words for Rolly Romero. Now, I'm not home, I don't have my tablet with me, but I don't need to read anything. He basically, to put it all in a nutshell, he basically called Rolly Romero unloyal, just basically disloyal. He's fake. He's ungrateful. He stood with him, brought him to a championship fight, got him into a championship match, did things, helped him out in his career. And he decides he wants to go train with another guy, another trainer, and whatever. I didn't hear Rolly's side. I really don't care to hear his side, but this isn't a story I plan on talking about. It's like do more videos about. If he did have something to say and I saw it, whatever, I would say what he said. But look, y'all, I say this all the time. When a fighter has a trainer, right, go hand in hand. Your trainer is going to talk about you like you are the baddest motherfucker in boxing. All it takes is for something to go wrong. Okay? I don't care if it's management, if it's the trainer you have, if it's a different company you go to, whatever. This is what they do. Now, I don't know the details to if it was a backstabbing move or if it's just a move where Bullet just felt some kind of way. It could have been both. Bullet could be 1,000% right. I don't know. But let me say this. When you are a trainer, sometimes your fighter need more than just you to add something new to their game. So if they're not improving, even if you were able to get them to certain fights and all, great. But if they're not improving under you, and he's not saying, nah, coach, I'm not leaving you, but I do want to bring somebody else in the camp, or I want to go train with somebody. However it went, I don't know. That happens a lot of times where fighters bring different coaches in, different people in, different trainers in to come in and give some insight. Look at Anthony Joshua. He's training with Ben Davison now, but he said he still talked to Derrick James every week. Okay? So, bottom line is, things are going to happen. Maybe more happen than we know, which I don't really care to get into all that, whatever. And this is not any domestic shit, of course. This is just basically something that happened between the trainer and the fighter. So I don't know, but when Mark Breland was no longer working for Deontay Wilder, he didn't have a lot to say about him. He really didn't say anything about him. He could have really went at him for the accusations and all, but he didn't. He said that the man poisoned him. He was working with the other camp. He seen him taking pictures with them and all this kind of shit. He never showed the pictures, but even still, he made these claims, and he said that his water was poisoned, but his piss came back clean. So, your water wasn't poisoned. In this situation and that was a situation of, I just can't accept the loss. I got to blame it on everybody. Anybody other than myself. When you look at it, this situation, this was just sudden. Because you didn't hear anything or see anything if you look at the last, nonsensical fucking thing that Ryan and De La Hoya did, we know that this is not new, though. This shit's been going on forever, man, between these two. We've, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Floyd and I think Tank. I don't know, man. Like sometimes it seemed like this shit may be staged because I don't know. Tank will post some shit up and then take it down. We've seen Adrian Broner have his issues with Ellaby. Him and Floyd had their issues. So my thing is, things happen and it develops and you start to see things. I heard nothing about Bullet and Raleigh and any other time about them not getting along, anything. So I feel like this was something that happened suddenly. But here's the thing. Bullet, to me, it's funny because Rolly Romero is not seen the same way Tank is seen, or Ryan, or Devin, or Tiafimo. He talks like he is. Bullet talks like he is. But he's not seen as being the same as those guys. Like, you know, he pretty much is a person that I feel like it would help him to have somebody else give their input. You know, something, because Raleigh is not going to get better under Bullet. This is the point of what I'm saying. So it could be that Raleigh feels that. I don't see anything else. Like, if it was a beef, you'd be a man like, man, listen, we're not working together no more. I'm done with you, or whatever. However you're going to word it, but bottom line. So what I'm saying, it could have simply been Raleigh feeling like, I'm not improving, right? I'm not getting better. I'm doing the same things. We've seen him getting his ass tagged in sparring to the point where, you know, we've seen him get knocked out. We've seen him, and Raleigh lies, you see. So I don't know what exactly the situation is other than just what I heard Bullet say. But does anybody really see Raleigh getting better under Bullet? I mean, Ismael Barroso was in there and was handling his business and was winning the fight. And, you know, Tony Weeks just completely ruined it. But, you know, you look at Raleigh and it's just like his physical size over Tank. You know, and Tank fighting him smart and baiting him in, letting him use his ego against him, and he got him out of there. But that's all he fucking had, was just the physical size. And the fact that he was doing better than people thought. It's like when you look at it overall, okay, yeah, Raleigh is a guy who you're still waiting for him to have that breakthrough fight. And he just hasn't had it. Like where he actually fights and it's like, okay, this is top level fighter. It's not there. So maybe Raleigh is looking for that and he feels like he's not getting it with Bullet. So, and Bullet didn't say he want to leave me for another coach. He said he wanted to work with another coach, and he told him, man, stay with the motherfucker. So he felt like he was being disloyal. So I don't know how this was going to go. If it was him bringing somebody to their gym, or him just going off training with somebody else on his own terms and then coming back, and however. But you know, you got to be real, man. Rolly Romero, at his age right now and where he's at, he's not going to really improve at all under Bullet. So the worst thing he could do is waste time. If he want the improvements and he's not getting that, and why Bullet wouldn't be open for him to bring other trainers in, or another trainer, just, you know, you know, I don't know, man. You know, it happens often. You see different fighters. I mean, look, I don't know how many times, look, we see Devin Haney train. How many times have you seen Yoel Judah in the gym? You don't. But Yoel Judah is in his sessions often. You understand what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong with bringing some, you know, another point of view in that. You see, like, example, I think Anthony Joshua working with Garcia and then working with Derek James and then coming over with Ben Davison. It doesn't matter. People will just, oh yeah, man, ain't no way he gonna have enough time to. And then, okay, people are saying that, but like AJ said, it just clicked what he needed to do. But if you listen to it, it wasn't so much of what Ben Davison was doing physically. Now, it all, I'm sure it came into play because once it clicked mentally, now he's understanding, you know what, yeah, I just got to go back to what I was doing. I'm not trying to change you, AJ. I'm trying to get you to do what you used to do. I'm trying to get you to understand. Like he told him, he said, man, look, man, you're a big, strong guy. Your build is not like, you can't be Ali. We don't want you to be Ali. We want you to be you. You understand what I'm saying? AJ wasn't punching with bad intentions anymore. He wasn't doing shit the same way anymore. You understand? And he was trying, like I told y'all, he was trying to be a pure boxer, and that's not what he is. He's a boxer puncher. So just to come to the realization, like, damn, you know what it's like, man? It's like a guy who has a beer gut and he don't eat the proper foods. Nobody ever told him anything about nutrition or, you know, the proper way to exercise. And so they say things like, oh, man, I don't want to get all cut and all that. Like, I just want to be like, you know what I'm saying? I want that bulk. Because you know why? They realize that they're fat and they don't know how to get rid of it. So they try to wear clothes where, like, they kill me when they wear the muscle shirts and then they got them big ass guts hanging out and all that, but they try to make you think they want it like that. No, they don't. And after so many years of failing, they stop and they start to get really out of shape. And then they see somebody that's in shape and they start asking for pointers and tips. But it took them all those years of lying to themselves. You understand what I mean? And it's like, okay, you were on track at first, then you gave up. So yeah, sometimes, you know, it just goes to a point where you have to go through something, and you know, you don't let people label you or put limitations on you. So whatever he learned with Garcia, things that I'm pretty sure when you go with the next trainer, that you, okay, these are things that I was doing, what I was practicing. They look at what's more efficient, what's more effective, what do you really need to work with the most. And then, yeah, you guys mesh all this stuff up together. It's not about eliminating things. It's about putting everything together where you're going to have the best possible chance of when you train for a fighter, and just things that come natural to you, like muscle memory of you knowing what to do and how to react in different situations. And, you know, it worked for Anthony Joshua. Okay, so for Rolly Romero, for Rolly to improve, man, what is he going to do? Just keep fucking around with Bullet until it gets to the point where he just gets another loss. He gets another loss. And then what? Now you're looking for a trainer, but you're in a position where your hunger's probably not the same anymore. You really can't get up for the fights like you want to, because you know those losses even bother you. And he'll probably be thinking like, man, when I started to leave, I should have. And I probably would have had these losses by the, you know. So whatever happened, bottom line, they're not together. And hopefully for the two of them, they just move on and don't make this a soap opera. And then all of a sudden now, every other week, Bullet's making a video about Rolly, Rolly's making a video about Bullet or whatever. It's just childish shit. Really, what happened. So let it go on. You know, what's next for Bullet? Who he has that he wants to work with, you know, try to find that next boxer that he can try to help get somewhere is one thing. You know, we'll see. I don't know. For Rolly, who he's going to train with, what's he going to do? Don't know. One thing about Bullet, though, is he got to look and think. If he can't find that next fighter, right, it's going to look like Rolly has a point. You know what I mean? Because, just saying. Well, you know, I don't know. They both got their side of the story. I only heard one, and I'm going to leave it at that. Tell me what y'all think about the split between Bullet and Rolly Romero. Y'all think Rolly would be better off without him if he could find that trainer? And matter of fact, if we look at the trainers that we know of, who do y'all think Rolly would end up with? And who do y'all think has the type of training style that will be able to help Rolly? Talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.